So we now discuss secondary formulas and integrals in yielding inverse trigo functions. No? So recall when we discuss antiderivatives, the integral of dx over 1 plus x squared. This is arctan. This is arctan of x plus c. Integral of dx and then over square root of 1 minus x squared. This is arc sine. So this is sine inverse of x plus c. And then integral of dx and then over x square root of x squared minus 1. It is arcsecant, or this is secant inverse of x plus c. So ito arctan, ito arcsine, ito arcsecant. So we generalize these two formulas. So dito, we replace 1 by square of a constant. So dito, what if we have, what if this is a square? Ito, this is a square. And this one is a square. No? So dito, we treat a as a positive constant. So let a be a positive constant. Let a be a positive constant. Take note that any constant is a perfect square. No? So halimbawa, ang 4 ay 2 square. No? Ang 3 is also a perfect square. This is square root of 3 quantity square. So square root of 3 square is 3. Yeah. So any positive number is a perfect square. That's why we can without loss of generality, we may assume that a is a positive constant. So this is the generalization of this formula. So yung 1, 2, 3, ito ay generalization of the three formulas. No? So kung yung nandito is not simply 1, then the answer it would be 1 over a arctan x over a. No? So a is the square root of the non-constant term. Square root of the constant term. No? And then plus c. Also, ito, if this is not simply 1, then the answer would be arcsine x over a. So walang 1 over a dito. And then for number 3, again, if this is not simply 1, the answer, it would be 1 over a arcsecant x over a. So yung arctan tsaka arcsecant, meron silang 1 over a. Si arcsine lang yung wala. So for the remaining formulas are called secondary formulas, no? Or additional formulas. So 4, 5, 6, and 7, these are called secondary formulas. So yung 4 to 7, these are the formulas not covered by inverse trigo. So yung number 4, so paano pag-sum ito? Paano pag-sum ito? Or pag-difference pero nauna yung non-constant term. So yun yung number 4. So the answer, it would be ln, absolute value of x, plus kung ano yung radical na nandito, yun yung nandito. And then plus c. Now, number 5, paano pag inakyat natin ito? So we have this formula. It is 1/2 times x times kung ano yung radical na nandito, yun yung nandito. And then, kung ano yung operation na nandyan, yun din yung operation dito. So kung plus yan, plus ito. Pag minus, minus ito. And then a square. And then this one is the same with this. So parang pag inakyat mo ito, part of our answer would be this one. No? So tingnan nyo. Ito ay similar with this. No? So this one is similar with this one. Now for number 6, for 2 and 6, no? So looking at 2, pag inakyat mo ito, that's number 6. So yung sagot natin dito is part of our answer here. So yung sagot nito, it is 1/2 x times, kung ano yung radical dito, yun din yung nandyan. Palaging plus ito. So plus a square times arcsine x over a. So yung part na ito, the same form. No? Yung 5 and 6, yung first part, the same form. Pag inakyat natin ito, that is the other part of the answer. Pag inakyat natin ito, this is the other part of our answer. So, ito ay can be seen here. And then number 7, ito yung what if this is a difference na? What if this is a difference? So, this is now equal to 1 over twice a ln a plus x and then over a minus x. So, a plus x over a minus x. Okay? Kasi tingnan nyo, ano yung factor ng a square minus x squared? This is a minus x times a plus x. Yeah. A minus x squared. So, ito yung nasa taas at ito yung nasa baba. Okay? So, take note, these are the factors of the denominator. Ang nasa taas ay plus. So, notice that yung mga formulas na ito involves a square. So, these formulas involve a square plus x square, a square minus x square, or x square minus a square. So, sum of two squares or difference of two squares, So, yun nandito, nauna yung constant term. Dito naman, nauna yung non-constant term. So, these formulas involve sum or difference of two squares na kung saan yung isa ay constant. Okay? Na kung saan yung isa ay constant. Okay? Now, just to illustrate these formulas, especially, what do you call this? 5 and 6. So let us look at the following. Let me gawin kong 2-page ito so that I can illustrate this one. Okay. Okay. Paste. Para may kopya ako. Okay, so let's say integral of dx and then over x squared plus 9, no? Para lang maganda yung sagot. So we use number 1. Ano yung a natin dito? It is always the square root of the constant term. So square root of 9. So 3. So positive square root, no? So the answer, so sum ito, yung number 1, no? So this is 1 over 3 and then arctan or tangent inverse of x over 3 and then plus c. Okay? What if nasa ilalim, may square root siya, dx, and then over square root of x squared minus, let's say 9, x squared minus 9. So we're looking at number 4, no? So number 4, dx square root of x squared minus a squared. So ito naman. So use number 4. So ano yung 4? ln absolute value of x and then plus. So ito yung 4. So kung ano yung radical, yun yung kopya nyo lamang dyan. So ito yung radical natin. So square root of x squared minus 9 and then plus c. Okay? Paano pag inakyat natin? We have the integral of square root of x squared minus 9. Okay? So this is equal to, so square root of x squared minus a squared. So use number 5. use number 5. So, ano yung number 5? It is 1/2. Yan, 1/2. And then times, yan, number 5. X, and then, kung ano yung radical, yun yung ilalagay natin dito. So, ito yung radical natin. So, we have square root of x square minus 9. Okay? So, number 5. Kung ano yung operation dun sa radical, yun yung operation dito. So, since minus ito, this would be minus. Yan. And then, a square. Ano yung a square natin? That is 9. Diba? A square is 9. So, this would be 9. And then, ln of. Kung ano yung nandito, yun nandyan. So, ito yun. ln, absolute value. So, inakyat natin. So, this is half of our answer. ln of x plus square root of x squared minus 9. And then, everything is multiplied by 1/2 and then plus c. Okay? Now, pag pinagbaliktad natin, integral of square root of 9 minus x squared. So, it's a different formula. So, nauna yung constant. So, a squared minus x squared. So, that's number 6. Use number 6. So, ito naman. It is 1/2 and then times. Ito, the same form. No? So, pag difference, at pag binagbaliktad mo, the same form. Okay? So, x, and then, kung ano yung radical, so use number 6. So, kung ano yung radical, dito, yun yung nandyan. So, square root of 9 minus x squared, and then plus a squared, that's 9, and then arc sine. No? So, pag binaba natin ito, arc sine. Pag inakyat natin, it is part of our answer. So, this would be arc sine or sine inverse of x over a. So, x over 3. And then plus c. Okay, so that's number 6. 1/2 x times the radical plus a squared arc sine. Now, if we have the integral dx and then over x squared minus 9, so hindi arctan yan. Yeah? Now, yung sa 7, nauna yung constant. So what we're going to do, we factor out -1 here. So this is negative dx and then over 9 minus x squared. No? So minus 9 plus x squared. So you just factor out -1. And then use number 7. So use number 7. So merong negative, no? And then 1 over 2a. Ang a natin is 3. So times 3. ln of absolute value. So ano yung factor nito? 3 minus x times 3 plus x. So yung plus nasa taas, no? So we have 3 plus x. No? Yan. A plus x. Yan. So yung dalawa na ito, factors ng denominator. And then over 3 minus x. And then plus c. Okay. So just illustrate the formulas. No? So let's go back dun sa ating lecture. Okay? Single page. Yeah. Okay. Now note the following. Take note of the following. Okay. So take note of the following. Let u be f of x if the integrand contains the following expressions. No? Square root of sum or difference of two squares. No? Yeah, square root of difference of two squares. So dito, we have difference, pero nauna yung constant. Dito, nauna yung non-constant. Or if the integrand is a quotient, at yung denominator natin ay sum or difference of two squares. No? So, kailan ko magagamit yung mga formulas? Pag meron akong sum or difference of two squares. Okay? So, let us look at the following. Ito. Square root of 9 minus 4x squared. No? So, ang meron tayo ay, let me solve this one. Kung saan na. Kahit dito na lang. Okay. So, square root of 9 minus 4x squared. So, what do we have? Square root of, anong itsura nito? This is square root of a square minus f at x square. Ang a square natin ay 9. Ang f at x square natin ay 4x square. So, ang a natin ay 3. Ang f at x natin ay square root nito. So, that would be 2x. So, dito, we let u, no? So, dito, since yung f at x natin is not simply x, so we let u be 2x. So, ano yung du natin? This is 2 dx. The remaining part is simply dx. So, du over 2, it is dx. So, the answer here, it would be the integral 1/2 and then square root of, uh, what do we have? A square minus u square, and then du. Okay? And this is one of the secondary formulas, no? Ano yung secondary formulas natin na yun? 2 page. Okay. This one, no? Ano ito? Square root of, yeah, ito. Ito yung mahaba, no? 1/2 square root of a square minus u square. So, this is equal to 1/2 and then times, so u na, di ba? So, u and then square root of, okay, a square, ano yung ano? This is a square, ano yung a natin? A square. That would be 9 minus u square. Yeah. A square is 9 then. So that's number 6, no? Square root of a square minus u square. And then plus, a square, that would be 9. And then sine inverse of u over 3. Yeah, u over 3. Quantity plus c. And then you just bring back the value of u, no? You just bring back the value of u. So, ang sagot natin, it would be, so, ito ngayon ay, so, the final answer, it would be 1/2. This is 1/2. And then, ano yung u natin? 2x and then square root of 9 minus u square. So, ito yun, 4x square. U square, it would be 4x square and then plus 9 and then sine inverse u, that is 2x over 3 and then plus c. Yeah. Okay, so 1/2 of this. So that's number 9. No? That's number 9. That is not the first one. Okay. Now, let us look at the following. Ito. Ano yung itsura nito? We have, okay, so yung denominator natin, it is of the form a square minus f at x square. Okay? So yung denominator natin is of the form a square minus f at x square. So ang a square natin is 5. Ang f at x square natin ay 2x square. So, a is square root of 5. So, para hindi kayo masanin na yung a ay palaging whole number, no? And then f at x, this is the square root of this one. So, square root of 2 times x, okay? So, this our f of x is not simply x, so we let u be f of x, so square root of 2 times x. Ano yung du natin? Square root of 2 dx. So, remaining part is dx. So, du over square root of 2, this is equal to dx. So, this is now equal to the integral. Ano yung dx natin? 1 over square root of 2. And then du over, du over a square minus u square. So, this is the secondary formula, no? Ano yung secondary formula na ito? Secondary formula. Okay, this one. Number 7, no? Number 7. So, this is 1 over twice a. So, 2 square root of 5. 2 square root of 5. And then ln, absolute value. A minus u. So, ano yung a natin? Square root of 5. Plus u. No? Plus u. And then over square root of 5 minus u. And then plus c. So, 1 over 2a. So, 1 over 2 square root of 5. ln square root of 5 plus u. And then square root of 5 minus u. So, the final answer, it would be 1 over 2 square root of 5. And then ln. So, let me just single page. So, the final answer, 1 over 2 square root of 5. And then ln, absolute value, square root of 5 plus, ano yung u natin? Square root of 2 times x. And then over square root of 5 minus square root of 2 times x. And then plus c. Okay. Let me just solve this. Para hindi ako, konti. Yung paste. Okay. So, what do we have? This is g of x and then over a square plus plus f of x square. No? So, g of x over a square plus f of x square. So, yun yung itsura ng integral. So, yung a square natin ay 5. Ang f of x square natin ay cosine square of x. So, we're thinking of the integral constant du over a square plus u square. So, baka arctan yung sagot natin. So, yung a natin ay square root of 5. Ang f of x natin ay squared nito. That would be cosine of x. So, since f of x is not simply x, u technique tayo. So, let u be f of x. So, cosine of x. Ano yung du natin? This is negative sine x dx. So, notice that the remaining part of the integrand, the remaining part, okay? This is sine dx, I think. So, we can solve for the value of this. So, what do we have? Negative du. Yeah. So, multiply this by negative 1. So, yung negative sign punta sa kabila. So, negative du is sine x dx. Okay? So, ito ay negative du. So, the integral is now, so this is equal to the integral, negative du, and then over a square plus u square. So, this is arctan. No? So, negative, si arctan ay mayroong 1 over a. So, 1 over square root of 5. And then arctan. So, tangent inverse of u. Ano yung u natin? Cosine of x. And then over a. That is square root of 5. And then plus c. So, 1 over a. Arctan u over a. So, yan yung sagot na. So we're done with this. Yan natin. Okay, let us solve the following. Wala tayong makikitang sum or difference of two squares. No? Um, Hindi naman po pwede if we let u be 6x. By the way, kung meron tayong, halimbawa ito, try nyo d over u, no? Try nyo d over u. Ito, you try, baka naman d over u. Ito, baka naman u raised to 1/2, no? So, try nyo, no? Kung hindi inverse trigo or secondary formulas, baka naman u to the n. So, kung mag-fail ito, baka u raised to 1/2 lang yan. Ito, pag nag-fail ito, baka naman du over u lang yan. Ito rin, baka du over u. Okay? So, let us look at this one. If we let u be 6x minus x squared minus 8, this does not reduce to u to the negative 1/2 du. So this does not reduce to, so the integral is not equal to integral of some constant u raised to negative 1/2 du. Okay? So, pag nilet natin u yung radical, this does not reduce to the power formula, no? So, baka naman we try other formula, na? We try other formula kasi transforming the integral mahirap isipin. So, hindi nag-work yung formula na ito. So, let's try a different formula. Pero wala nang posibleng formula dito, di ba? Wala nang ibang posibleng formula. So, what we're going to do is we rewrite, no? We rewrite the integral into a different form, no? So, rewrite the integral into a different form. So, kunin natin ito. So, okay. Palitan natin. Para, okay. 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 Let us solve this one. Yeah. Baka I can use this. Okay. Okay, let us look at this one. No? When we have a quadratic function, we can always complete the square. No? So if we have a quadratic function na mayroong x term, we can complete the square. Siyempre, if we have x square plus x square plus a constant, no? If we have this one, it's already or plus or minus, no? Yan. Okay, k minus x squared. Yan. X squared plus or minus k or k minus x squared, where k is a positive constant. It is already a sum or difference of two squares, no? It's already a sum or difference of two squares. Pero kung merong x term, we can always reduce this to this form, no? We can reduce this to this form. Parang, we can write this as a sum or difference of two squares. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng completing the square, no? So, anong ibig sabihin ng completing the square? We want to write this. So, pag mayroong x term, we want to write this into this form. No? So, sum or difference of two squares. So, ano yung ginagawa? We add and subtract. We add and subtract the square of a, yung coefficient ni x, and then over 4. So, ano yung nandito? square of the coefficient of x. So this reduces to, this reduces to. So yung grupo na ito, ito yan. Yan. So this can be written as x plus, kunin nyo yung square root nito. So a over 2 quantity square. And then this would be the other group. No? So ito yung, so this one is this, no? b minus a squared over 4. Okay? So completing the square, pag merong x term, you want to write this into this form. So this is how to do it. So, let's see. Balikan natin ito. So, i-rearrange ko lamang yung term. So, we have negative x squared plus 6x and then minus 8. Yeah. Negative x squared plus 6x minus 8. Let us, kasi yung nandito, the coefficient of x squared is negative 1, is positive 1. So let us factor out negative 1 here. So negative quantity x squared minus 6x and then plus 8. Yeah. So negative x squared plus 6x minus 8. So take note, no? Ano yung completing the square of x squared minus 6x plus 8. So, yung a natin ay negative 6. Include the sign, ha? So, x squared. Okay. So, this can be written as, eto na, isulat na natin ito. So, this is equal to this. Yeah? This is equal to this one. So, this is x and then minus, plus, sorry. Plus, ano yung a natin? Negative 6 over 2 quantity square. And then plus, ano yung b natin? Ang b natin, you include the sign, 8. So, plus, b is 8. And then minus, minus a square. So, 36. And then over 4. Yan. So, parang yung square lamang nito, no? Yung square nito. So, what do we have? This is x minus 3 quantity square. And then plus, what is this one? This is 9, no? So, ito ay 9. So, 8 minus 1, that would be minus 1. So, ito ay minus 1. Okay? So, ito ay minus 1. Ako, I always check if this is the same with this one. No? So, expand nyo. X squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 1. So, x squared minus 6x plus 8. So, this is really the same with this. No? So, ito ngayon. So, this one is now equal to, ito. This is equal to the negative of, yan. Ano ito? Ito yun, yeah? X minus 3 square and then minus 1. So, distribute natin negative sign. We have, unahin natin, negative of negative 1, that's 1, minus x minus 3 quantity square. Okay? So, the integral now, so ito ngayon, select. Okay. Copy. Paste. Yan. So, this one is equal to, so this is equal to the integral of dx and then over square root of, ano yung rewrite nito? It is this one. No? So 1 minus x minus 3 square. So ano yung itsura nito? This is square root of a square minus f at x square. So, yung a natin is simply 1. Yung f at x natin is simply x minus 3. So, since our f at x is again an expression, U technique tayo, let u be x minus 3. So, ang du natin, this would be equal to, so let me just write it here. Ang du natin ay uh, equals simply dx. So this one is equal to integral of, ano yung dx natin? It is du, and then over square root of a square minus u square. Okay? So according to ano, this is inverse trigo, di ba? Square root of, ito, this one, mu. Square root of this one, yan. Okay? Paste. Alright. So, square root of integral of dx, square root of a square minus u square. This is sine inverse na. Sine inverse of u. Ano yung u natin? X minus 3. And then over, ano yung a natin? That's 1. And then plus c. Arc sine of u. Ano yung x minus 3? Or this is simply arc sine x minus 2. Okay? So, take note of the how to complete the square. So this is always equal to this one. Okay. How to complete the square of a trinomial having an x term. A quadratic having an x term. Sorry. So that is this one. Huh? So dito constant yung nandyan. What if we have indeed simply constant? No? What if this is not simply constant? So let us solve this one. Sorry. Okay. New. Let us solve this one. Paste. So what we're going to do is the same with the preceding. We complete the square of this. Kasi hindi naman, again, this does not reduce. If we let u be x squared plus 2x minus 3, this is not equal to, it will not be equal to the integral, some constant, u raised to negative 1/2 du. Na? So pag nilet natin u yung radicand, it does not equal to constant u raised to negative 1/2. Okay? So let's try a different different u. However, there's no other possible formula. So let us rewrite the integral. So let us rewrite the integral. So let us rewrite the integral. So meron tayong x squared plus 2x minus 3. So let us complete the square of this. So ano yung ano? How do we complete the square? Ano yung formula natin? Ito yan. So select this one. Okay. Copy and then paste. So let me just write it here. Okay. So actually, ang kailangan lang natin ay ito. Yan. This one. So it is equal to this one. So ang A natin dito, ang A natin, include the sign ha, kasi puro plus yan. Yan. Yung A natin dito ay 2, ang B natin ay negative 3. So this is x plus, ano yung A? That is 2 over 2 quantity square plus B, so that's negative 3 minus the square of this. No? So ito ay 1 lang. No? Tingnan nyo. Ito ay square nito. Yan. So you square of this, so minus 1. So this is now equal to x plus 1 square and then minus 4. So i-check natin. X squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 4. So x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay. So this is the same with this one. Yeah. So this is now equal to the integral x plus 2 and then over square root of, square root of. So ito is equal to this one. So x plus 1 quantity square and then minus 4 dx. Okay? So we now have ano yung itsura nito? Square root of f of x square minus a square. No? F of x square minus a square. So, ang f of x natin ay x plus 1 at ang a natin, so f of x is the square root of the non-constant. Ang a natin ay square root ng constant. So, that would be 2. So, here we let you pagpalitin natin para tuloy-tuloy. Okay? So, dito, we let you be f of x, so x plus 1. Ang du natin, it would be dx. So, we now have the integral, x plus 2, and then over square root of u square minus a square. And then, what's the value of dx? No? What's the value of dx? It would be du. No? It would be du. So, it does not reduce to the inverse trigo or secondary formulas. So, ituloy lang natin. Okay? Tuloy lang natin. So, let us write x in terms of u. So, ano yung x na ito? So from here, ang u natin ay x plus 1. Okay? So, we add 1 both sides. So, plus 1. So, we have u plus 1. This is equal to x plus 2. So, yung x plus 2 in terms of u, this is integral of u plus 1 and then over. So, ano yung x plus 2? U plus 1. And then over square root of u square minus a square and then du. So, ang gagawin natin dito, hahatiin natin. So, common denominator. So, hatiin natin dyan. So, this can be, yeah. Okay. So, this is the integral u and then over square root of u square minus a square and then plus 1 and then over square root of u square minus a square. Quantity du. Okay. Ito, I think secondary formula yan. Ano yung formula natin dyan? So yung ano, yung nasa baba. Ito. So let me get this one. Okay. Select. Ito. Copy. So for this one, paste. Ito. Ito, sasagutin natin using this one. Ito, U technique na. Ito ay U technique. So, let me solve it in a different, ano. So, how do we solve this one? Okay, copy. Okay. How do we solve this? Ito, we apply U technique. U technique. So, using power rule, no? Power formula. So, let's use a different variable. So, let Z, okay? So, dito, we let Z be equal to U square minus A square. Ano yung dz natin? 2u du. Yan. The remaining part is u. Yeah. The remaining part is u du. Okay. U du. So let us solve for the value of this. So we have 1/2 dz. This is u du. So, ito ngayon, it is, in terms of z, it is 1/2. So, u du, that would be dz, and then over square root of z. So, this is 1/2 z raised to negative 1/2 dz. So, yung sagot natin dito ngayon, it is 1/2 z to the 1/2. So, that would be u square minus a square raised to 1/2 over 1/2. O, integral na, di ba? So, plus 1. And then the resulting exponent, yung denominator. So, we have this. And then plus, so ito, we use this formula, ln, absolute value, u, and then plus, ano yung radical natin? Kung ano yung radical, open lang natin. So, square root of u square minus a square. And then plus c. So, the answer, it would be, ano yung u natin kanina dyan? Ano yung u? Ito. Let me get this one. U. Okay. So, we now have this one. Paste. Ito yung a natin. So, this, cancel yung ano? Cancel yung 1/2. So, this is square root of u square. That would be x plus 1 square. And then, minus a square. That would be 4. And then plus ln, absolute value, x plus 1. And then plus square root of x plus 1 square minus 4. And then plus c. Okay? Ano yung x plus 1? Ano yung x plus 1 square? Ito. Ito yun. Copy. Para makumpleto natin. Paste. Okay. Sorry. Paste. So, final answer, it would be, this is square root of, para malinis lang. X plus 1 square minus 4. That would be x square plus 2x minus 3. And then plus ln, absolute value of x plus 1 plus square root of yan, x square plus 2x and then minus 3. And then syempre plus. Okay. So this completes our computation. Okay. So medyo mahaba ng konti yung computation pag ano, hindi constant yung nasa taas. Okay? Kung merong x term yan. So we're done with that. Na? Now let us look at the following. Okay. Solve natin ito. New. Okay. Paste. Ano yung itsura nito? Meron tayong square root of. Okay? Meron tayong square root of a square plus f at x square. No? So, ang a natin ay square root of 24. Square root of 24. Ang f at x natin ay square root ng non-constant. That would be secant of x. No? So we're thinking of integral constant square root of a square plus u square du. No? So we're thinking of this. Kasi that's a formula, no? That is a formula. Ano yung formula na yan? Okay. Ito. Select. Okay. Balikan natin ito. Okay. Paste. So, ano ito? Number sa taas, di ba? yung sum. So, number 5, no? Number 5. This one. Copy. Paste. So, we're thinking of this. Yeah. A square plus a square plus x square. So, nilet nating, no? Pag nilet nating u equals secant of x, uh, we're thinking of this formula, no? So, ito. However, ang du natin, it is secant of x times tangent of x dx. So, the remaining part is secant square. Kulang ka ng isang secant, mayroong extra na tangent. So, it would not be the same with this one. Okay? It does not reduce to this one. So, what we're going to do is we rewrite the integrand. No? Let us rewrite the integrand. So, tanggalin natin. Let us rewrite it. Transform the integrand. No? So, rewrite the integrand. How do we rewrite it? Recall yung identity. Tangent square of A plus 1 equals secant square of A. So, tangent square plus 1 secant square. So, ito yung gagalawin natin. Hayaan lang natin ito. So, parang we want to write this in terms of tangent. So, etong integral na ito becomes the integral secant square of x and then square root of 24 and then plus. Ano yung secant square? This is tangent square of x plus 1. Ano yung secant square? Tangent square plus 1. Dx. So, this is the same with the integral secant square of x and then square root of tangent square of x plus 25 dx. Okay? The same form, no? The same form. What do we have? We have the square root of f at x square plus a square. Yeah, plus a square. So, the same formula pa rin yung tinatry natin, pero different u na. Different f at x na. Yeah, square root of f at x square plus a square. So, we let u be f at x. So, that would be tangent of x. Ang a natin, square root of the constant, that would be 5. So, we find du. Ano yung du natin? Secant square of x dx. Okay? That's the remaining part. Diba? That's the remaining part. So, secant square, this is our du. So, this reduces to integral of square root of u square plus a square and then du. So, nakuha natin yung formula. No? So, the answer, it would be, so square root of u square plus a square. This is 1/2 times u times the radical square root of u square plus a square. And then, kung ano yung operation dito, kung ano yung operation dyan, so kung plus yan, since plus ito, plus, and then a square, ln, absolute value of u, plus the radical, square root of u square plus a square. Yan. Absolute value, quantity plus c. And then you just bring back the value of u and a. So this is 1/2. Ano yung u natin? Tangent of x times the square root. Okay? Ito yung u square plus a square natin. It is tangent square of x plus 25 plus a square, that is 25, ln, absolute value. Yan. Ano yung u natin? That's tangent of x plus the radical, square root of tangent square of x plus 25, yeah, absolute value, and then quantity plus. So, okay. So this answers the problem. So we're done with this, no? I think the remaining are your practice exercises. Okay. Okay, no. So practice exercise, yeah, and then this one.